There. No. Hey, everyone. Simple ways to find customers and recruits for your home business on Facebook for free right now. That is what we're talking about. So hello to you. My name is Valerie Walton, and I am very excited to chat with you today. I'm an online business coach and marketer, a certified one at that. And we're going to tackle this. Now, this is part 2 of a 2-part series. So make sure to go back and watch part 1 if you have not seen that just yet. Also, I need to do what I promised you I would do, which is place this in the description because I want you to have all the information that I promised you as I'm talking to you in this video today. Okay. Save. Bam. That's how I roll. You see that? Y'all like that? Okay, so gosh, I don't even know where to begin. Yesterday we went over, first of all, the fact that a lot of these tips that I'm giving you is really good for if you are a network marketer or you're an affiliate marketer. However, you can still take these concepts and you could use them to grow any business that you want. If you're looking for customers, child, and you want to use online space, do this. Okay, moving on. Now, we also talked about using Facebook for free, right? We want to generate organic traffic, organic leads, right? So if that's the case, one of the things that you'll want to do is get yourself into some Facebook groups. Why am I talking about Facebook? Well, because it is the biggest platform, right? It's going to be super simple for you to be able to find folks when you've got 2.3 billion active accounts there on Facebook. That's a nice big chunk of the entire world's population, right? So make it easy, make it simple for yourself to be able to find your customers and recruits for your business. So you go there. Now, in addition to going to the platform that has the most people on it, you also want to access and utilize and leverage their tools. Use the Facebook tools that they have, such as Facebook groups, right? Because each and every group is a target audience for somebody. So start looking for yours inside of the right groups. I gave tips on the 3 kinds of groups to join. So I'm not really going to go too deep into that. Today, I'm going to talk about what to do in those groups and how to be able to start up conversations with them. So just a recap, the 3 groups were finding one group where you're going to be looking for your target audience in terms of potential product buyers, right? Customers for your product or service. Then you're going to look for another group that you're looking for your target audience in terms of business builders, right? So these will be your recruits. What do they have going on in their lives that's very similar to you just before you found your business opportunity as the solution, right? And then finally, the third group is the most personal of the 3, and that is finding a group where they talk about your personal your hobbies, your interests. There's a word. Okay, so make sure that you have those 3 groups. This is all you need. There are folks out here that go out and they go and join 10 groups, a dozen groups, 20 groups. You don't need that many groups. This is not about the quantity. This is about the quality, right? You don't just want to find customers for today. You want to find customers that will keep coming back and then you're going to keep stacking those customers on top. A new customer today, plus the customers that you made last week too. You know what I mean? And this will help you to have a compound effect in your business when it comes to selling your products and services, as well as building your team. Okay, because then you'll be able to duplicate this. Oh, all right. So just the 3 groups. That's all you need, just the 3. Now, when you're in these groups, here's what I want you to do. I want you to think of groups like like a house party, like a themed house party, right? You know about the little 80s parties and stuff like that, right? Okay, great. We're gonna look at your Facebook groups like that. Because when you're on Facebook, right, you're new to town, right? You just moved into the community. And each person's profile is like an apartment in the Facebook apartment complex, right? So you're living there and you're looking to make your living space comfortable for you. You want to make some friends. You want to get out here, mix and mingle, and find folks that you can relate to, people that you'll like being around, right? So now you're thinking, there's two ways I can do this. I can either invite people over to my place. You know, my place is new. I'm here on Facebook. I don't own Facebook. I'm just renting out my little space. So I can hang up a picture or two on my wall, but I can't completely rearrange everything, right? So it's more like an apartment. I can invite people over. I could invite a total stranger over and say, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Come on over to my place. I don't know how well that's going to work in terms of what I'm looking to do. Or I can make it a little safer, a little more fun, and I can go to the theme party. Now, notice each and every group has, in fact, a theme. You have groups for network marketers. You have groups for health and wellness. You have groups for fans of Star Wars. Like, there are so many different types of groups. So when you are thinking about the 3 categories of groups that you want to be in, what are those? Start doing a search. When you're doing a search on Facebook, it doesn't have to be anything super, specific or that fits an SEO. Just type in what you're thinking and see what comes up. And then you'll be able to kind of go from there. It'll give you, the search results will give you an idea to then go and search for something else until you find a better group. Okay. There will be some groups that are private, so you won't be able to see what's going on inside, and you won't be able to tell whether it's an engaging group or a spam group. And that's okay. The same way you can join a group, you can leave it. So go ahead, join the group, get in, take a look around. And if you don't like it, get out. Go look for another group. If you do, cha-ching. Because you're going to follow these steps I'm going to give you, and you're going to get some leads, Chad. Watch this. Okay. So now that you're here, you want to look around, right? Many of us, when we go to a party, especially if, we're not familiar with everybody there at the party, we just kind of look around a little bit, right? Feel the room out, read the room, see what's going on in here. And at a party, typically you got people in clusters of conversations, right? You got somebody over here in this corner to talking about sports. You got somebody over here in this corner to talking about the election coming up or whatever, right? All these different conversations going on. Well, guess what? The same thing is happening in Facebook groups. We call them posts. Every post is a conversation starter. And within the post are comments that keep the conversation going. Comment thread, right? And then people reply to the comments and, all kinds of stuff. So it's a great conversation going on, just like if I were at a party, right? Now, it is my choice to decide which conversations I'm going to get myself involved in. So when you're in a group, as you're looking around, you're observing and you're scrolling through the different posts that you see within that group, you get to choose which ones you feel that you can add value to. And that's exactly what you're going to do. Now, when I talk about add value, I am not telling you to go and comment on people's posts just to be commenting on it. Stop that. I am not talking about going in there and spamming them with your link. Don't do that. Okay. For example, you might go into a group for people that suffer from arthritis. There are many different types of reasons why a person may end up with that ailment. If somebody posts about their problem, you are not then going to go in and comment, oh, you need to try my products. Here's a link. Go check it out today. No, because unfortunately, that's what most people are going to do. You are going to stand out by not doing that, number one. And by number two, actually adding value. So there's a two-step process to this when you are doing that. Number one, first acknowledge the person who originally made the post, who has the question, who needs the help. Acknowledge them, show that you recognize them and you see them as a human being who's going through something right now, and empathize with them a little bit. Most people don't do that. So if most people don't do it and you do it, you think that's going to make you stand out? And then also think about what it does for the poster. The person who put up the post gets a notification that you commented on their post, and they go and take a look, and your comment stands out to them. And when they read the fact that you actually are treating them like a human being, right? Hey, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry that that's happening for you right now. You know, I haven't gone through that myself, but I have a dear friend who has. And the last time I talked to her, she was actually doing really well because she found a great solution that helped her out. Who knows, maybe this can help you too. I'd love to be able to help you out with that if you'll let me. That's way better than, oh, child, you need to check out my products today. Here's the link. Is it not? And again, the person who put the original post, taking a look at what you said, finally feels like somebody understands, somebody gets them. Major difference. And there's a lot of power in your comment. Okay. So you can do things like that. That is how you add value. When people post with their questions, their concerns, their problems, that you actually, one, acknowledge them, and then two, provide an actual a story and a solution. Okay. I go heavy into that inside of my Profitpreneur Facebook group. Okay. So if you're not a part of that, you need to get into that. And also we go very heavy into it when it comes to the level 1 workshop. Now, I highly recommend the level 1 workshop, even over my own Facebook group, because you can learn in 3 days what most marketers wish they would have learned. And they've been in the game for 3 years and won't know the stuff that you'll know in 3 days. Don't believe me? Get yourself a ticket and see if I'm lying, child. Okay. You're going to love that. Because we do talk so much about having conversations with people. Okay. So you get to add the value where you want. I actually did that myself. For example, I was in a women's entrepreneur group, and this young lady asked about whether or not she should do Facebook ads for her business. Oh, there was tons of comments about this. Tons of, yes, Facebook ads is where it's at. You should totally do it. There was, no, don't ever do Facebook ads. They just take your money. You know, all kinds of things like that. There were people who had, courses and links to stuff for her to check out. They threw that in there. And I said to her, hey, and I used her name. I can't remember her name right now. I said, hey, first of all, congratulations to you for starting your business and wanting to go next level, possibly with Facebook ads. Many people consider whether or not they should do that. Now, I personally do not do Facebook ads, but it's only because I haven't felt like I needed to yet. I've been able to grow my business organically by being able to get leads, right? Potential customers for my business, as well as close those potential customers into sales so they become real customers, right? And I've been able to do it all for free on Facebook. Now, I'm not saying you have to do it my way, but if you do decide that you want to do Facebook ads, I did come across a really amazing training from somebody that I trust, and I'd be happy to share it with you for free. All the best to you. I did not say, ask me how. I did not say, message me. I did not leave a link. I didn't do any of that crap because it doesn't work, right? Long term doesn't work. I want this person to feel like they know me and they know how honest I am and what kind of integrity I bring to the table. And I want them to trust me. It's really hard to do that when all you're doing is shoving your offer in their face. So instead, I want to actually connect. And that's the way you do it. Okay, that's one of the ways that you do it. Now, that particular instance happened one night just before I was going to bed. I was actually in bed, getting ready to put my phone down, and I happened to see her post in the group. So I answered the question, and I did also let her know, because I think she's in a different time zone. I said, I'm sure you're probably asleep right now, but when you check this, just get back to me. I'm getting ready to go to bed. By the time I woke up in the morning, not only did she reply and she asked me for my solution, my course, but so did 6 other people. I'm sorry, so did 5 other people. So it was a total of 6. I got 6 leads overnight in my sleep because all I did was add value. I didn't have to be forceful. I didn't have to be aggressive. I didn't have to be manipulative. Just helpful. This is how you can start growing your business. It's very simple. Okay. So you get out there and you do things like that. And sure enough, I gave them the information because they requested it, not because I wanted them to have it, but because they told me that they wanted it. And this is an issue that a lot of network marketers, affiliate marketers, and so many other kinds of online entrepreneurs suffer with. Okay. And it is that deadly commission breath, right? You just smell of desperation when you chase people around or you try to convince them that they need what you have. I don't want to convince you. I want you to come to that conclusion on your own. And then I want you to do something about it since it's your problem. Come to me and I'll give you the solution. Right? So it's that whole thing. Next step. You can do something that I call the follow method. This is something that was taught to me from a community of entrepreneurs that I'm a part of, where we share tips with what is working for us right now in our business. And I love that community because we are all in different types of businesses, but we share the social media marketing tips that are working, right? And the things that are outdated, we will fill each other in on. There's constant updates. There's free training available to you 24/7. There's live training within that community. Whenever you can make it, you show up. I mean, there's so much in there. I can't even. But the follow method is a way for you to follow people, not friend them, but follow people on Facebook. Now, one of the best things that you want to do before you start following people is make sure that you can be followed. So you'll go to Facebook and you'll click the setting to make sure that people can follow you, that you have your follow button on. A lot of folks do not realize that they don't have a follow button on, okay? Because by default, it's off when you first create your account. So matter of fact, let me see if I can show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. A while. This is not my main profile. Okay, there we go. All right, now I can share with you. Yay, here we go. Okay, so what you'll do is you'll go right here where you see this little caret, this little upside down triangle for account, click account. And then inside of your account, you are going to click settings and privacy. Then you're going to click settings. And when you're over here, you're going to go to public posts. And it asks you who can follow me. Now, if you've never had your follow button on, you're going to see that it only would say friends. You want to click public, click that. And then you will be able to, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Then you can always take a look and see what your public timeline looks to somebody that's not yourself. Click that and you'll notice, bam, there's my follow button right there. Okay. So you want to first have that on yourself. And then you can go and you can start, you want to start following people. And the reason why I say turn your follow button on first is because when you go to start following people, they get a notification of that. And since they don't know you, naturally, as human beings, we're nosy and we think, oh, who's that? And then they go and they check you out. And if they like what they see, more than likely, the law of reciprocity kicks in and they'll want to follow you back. They can't if your button's not on. So expect for people to love your profile and want to follow you back. So be prepared and have your follow button on. Now, when you go to follow people, again, if you start in groups, first, make sure that it is okay for you to connect with other people, that that's not against the rules or anything like that. But honestly, there's nothing wrong. I don't think any group would have anything against you being social and being real, authentic, genuine friends with another person on Facebook who happens to be in the same group. Where most groups have a problem with you friending or following people is when you're only doing it just so you can sell stuff. And bam, off the break, that's exactly what you do. The minute they accept your friend request, you are spamming them with your links. The minute that you follow them and they follow you back, bam, you're in their inbox talking about, oh, you seem like a like-minded individual, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Okay. You don't need to do that. You won't need to, because people are going to come to you and they're going to be practically begging you. Can I get on your team? Do you have any space left? They'll be practically begging you. Do you got any more of that product? It's like, right? They want it. Okay. So that's what you want. You want the customers that want your stuff. You don't want to have to beg people. You don't want to have to be sitting there crying about your little sob story. Everybody's got a sob story. So they don't care. What they care about is whether or not you care about them. All right. You're the one who is in the business of serving others. Right. So if you're looking to serve them, then that means that you're looking to help them. You are the problem solver. So no, they don't want to hear your problem. That's not going to get them to buy. They want to make sure that you are aware of and acknowledge their problem, and that you have a solution, a valid solution. Okay. So if you're doing those things, you will be able to get leads pretty easily and you can close the sales through the conversation. Okay. So yes, when you are looking to follow people, pay attention to who your target audience is. Who did you sit down and say, this is the type of person that is ideal for me as a customer or as a team builder? We talked about that yesterday. So again, if you missed that, go back and make sure that you watch that. Also, get yourself a workshop ticket, because if you need help with really getting the clarity necessary for you to grow your business when it comes to who the heck is my target audience? How many audiences can I have? Can I have more than one target audience? I don't know. What do you mean target audience? Right? Or if you're saying, well, I just want to help everybody. I want to help everybody that wants to lose weight. Or I want to help everybody that wants to repair their credit. I want to help everybody that wants to make more money. That's not a target audience. We need you to get clear. We need you to narrow it down. So if you need a little help with that, again, in just one weekend, you can get the clarity on that and so much more of the foundational things necessary to grow your business and sustain that business for profitability, where most people don't do it. And that's why most people are suffering in their business. You don't have to let that be you. Okay. So stop taking advice from people that don't know nothing about business and come learn from some of the best of the best. Okay. So you have that. You'll be doing the, how did I go out of focus? Hello, Logitech. There we go. So you'll have that. You'll be doing the follow method. You do want to be very careful, because if this is a brand new activity for you and you've never followed people before, don't go buck wild trying to follow 50, 100 people all in 5 minutes, okay? Because you will end up in Facebook jail. So just do a little bit at a time. Train Facebook to know what kind of activity you are doing. Facebook needs to be trained. You can't just bust out the blue, just doing all kinds of wacky activity, because Facebook will start to think, oh no, your account got hacked, shut it down. Or, oh no, this is a bot. We don't allow that, shut it down. So you don't want your account shut down. Make sure that you are following Facebook's rules. Which brings me to something else. Let me go ahead and address this now. A lot of people ask the question, Val, I thought that Facebook policy says that I can't build a business on my profile, that I need a business page. So are you going to teach me how to build a business page or what? No, I'm not. Not right now. Not in this phase of your business growth. No. There's several reasons why. Number one, you are on Facebook to market your business right now, to get the exposure and the visibility that is necessary to attract your customers to you. You are not on Facebook to sell. Therefore, you can use your profile. You are on Facebook to market, not to sell. And marketing requires that you be social. That's how you do it. This is the way that you find a workaround and stay within the rules, the terms and policies and conditions of using Facebook. In order for you to market, you got to get social. You're going to need to get out and meet new people. You're going to need to have discussions, conversations with them to learn more about them and develop great, amazing relationships, friendships, business partnerships. It's necessary if you're going to market. And as you market, you're building your list. And it's the list that you sell to, not Facebook. Not in this phase. So when you are ready for that, when you're in the next phase of business growth, and you're ready to now take what's working for you, that's bringing you leads, and you want to scale it up, that's when you do the paid ads. That's when you do the business page. But until then, you ain't no business page. And unfortunately, people get so distracted, including myself. When I first got started, I thought I needed to have all the fancy stuff. I'm in business. I gotta have a business page. You don't need that right now. And especially not right now in 2021. It's one thing when the business pages were fairly new a few years back. You could start growing a bit organically on there. But in today's time, it is pay to play. If you start a business account and you don't do any ads, you don't really have a chance when it comes to building organically. Now, if you've had a business page for years and you haven't really used it that much, and you start trying to build organically, your odds are a bit better to grow organically. But in terms of somebody brand new to this, no, it's pay to play. They're going to ask you to pay to boost a post of yours. They are going to want you to pay for ads, so that now you're competing with other people in the same niche as you. And the more money you put in, the better results you're going to get from Facebook. So Facebook ads is a skill that you need to have, but it is not vital. It is not mandatory for you to have the skill set of Facebook ads in order for you to make money right now using Facebook. And that's why I'm not talking about it. Okay. So now moving on. Let's also talk about, we talked about the follow method. Now let's talk about the friend method. I don't even know where to go with this. Like, I don't know where to begin with friending people because folks screw this up all the freaking time and it's annoying. Whether it's friending people, inviting people to like a page, inviting people to a freaking group, blah. Okay, so when it comes to this, if you are going to send a friend request to someone, right? Now, again, we were focused on groups these past 2 days. So if you meet somebody, if you see somebody in the group, and you're thinking, hey, this person fits inside of my target audience, I think I'm going to send them a friend request. Who knows? Maybe we'll get into a conversation and I can make an offer. That could happen. There's nothing wrong with that. But you're going to need a good reason, an honest reason to send them a friend request. Something of substance, something meaningful. So you can't go out here sending no friend requests just by itself, because if you do that and this person doesn't know you, why should they accept your friend request? Who the hell are you, right? If you send the friend request with a message, you cannot send them a message of, hey, I saw we in the same group. We seem like-minded individuals. You seem pretty sharp. You seem like you're on your toes. That was great. I took a quick look at your profile. I think you'd be a great fit for this. Check this out today, link. Nobody wants that either. You've got to understand that the revenue is in the relationship. If you build a relationship with people, you will make so much freaking money. It's ridiculous. If you can build a certain level of trust with people, right? And build it on a good reputation, build it on honesty. When you build up that trust between you and your customer, they'll be a loyal customer. So again, the revenue is in a relationship. Okay. So when you send that message along with your friend request, because I promise you, you are going to want to send a message with it. Again, it's because person doesn't know you. They want to know what the hell you want. I mean, let's just get real. What do you want? Right? So if I send them a friend request, if I decide I want to friend this person, I need a reason. So maybe this is a person that was in the group that always posts something funny, right? I love to laugh. So if I see somebody who's regularly popping into the group to just put a smile on somebody's face or make somebody chuckle, I can appreciate that. So I may say that, and maybe I'll see one of their most recent posts and it cracks me up. And I go to them, send them a friend request, send them a message, and I say that, hey, we're in the same group, but that's not the reason why I wanted to send you a friend request. I wanted to send you a friend request because I love your sense of humor. It brightens my day every time I see you pop into that group with another one of your funny posts. I'm giving a good reason. And it's deeper than, hey, we're in the same group. Oh, more than that. And I'm validating them. I'm letting them know that they matter to me. And I appreciate them. The word appreciate means to raise in value. I am showing them that they provide value to me. They are a valuable human being. Who's not going to like that? Then I'm going to end that message with a question. Hey, where you be finding the memes from? I need to know, right? Something like that. I don't know. But you can send messages like that. It's way better. Who's not going to want to respond to that message as well as accept your friend request? Nobody wants a message of, well, I don't know, Facebook suggested you, so here we are. Like, nobody feels good about that. You're sending me a friend request because Facebook made you. Get out of here, right? So you don't want that kind of stuff. So when you're sending those messages out, make sure that you're giving a good reason behind it. Okay. If you two have something in common, put that out there. And then also put out there why that's meaningful to you, that you have that particular thing in common. And then ask them what makes it meaningful for them. You know, you've got to start going deeper than just the, hey, you're in this group, I'm in this group, let's be friends. No, no, no. There are too many people on Facebook to have to sit there and weed through, you know, who would actually make a decent friend and who is a waste of time. All right. So make sure that you send friend requests with intention. Okay. Did I cover everything in there? Okay, cool. So last thing that I want to bring up is when you're in the group and you put out a post, hello, that you're not posting, hey, everybody, I've got a new product that works great. This grapey grape juice is so fantastic. It'll help you to grow your hair, lose weight, straighten your teeth, and make your boobs bigger. Like, I don't know. But for you to just post something like that and be like, here's the link, check it out, or ask me how to get it, or comment below. No, no, no. And especially not in a group, and especially not in a group that has rules that tells you don't do that. Don't self-promote. Because again, the purpose of being in the group to find quality leads for your business is not for you to spam them. It is not for you to sell to them. It is for you to make connections, right? It is for you to add value so that you can make quality connections. So when it comes to that, you want to post in your groups slightly differently than you post on your profile. On your profile, oh my gosh, I have 10 different types of posts that you could be putting on Facebook to help generate leads. Okay. I've got that. You want to get your hands on it, you got to let me know. Okay. Post or something like that. Now, when it comes to your group, or honestly, anything that you ever post, the purpose of posting is to start a conversation. Especially for you, entrepreneur. Okay. It is for you to start a conversation up. So if you are posting something and all you want out of it is a like, that's a waste of time, because likes don't put food on your table. Lights don't keep the lights on, right? You're going to need conversations, because that is the fastest path to cash. And so you're going to have to put out a post that starts up that engagement. Inside of a group, you want to be as non-threatening, as non-promotional as possible. So you might post questions in there that invite people to share their opinions about something that relates to your business and the problem that you solve. Okay. So for example, with me having, just like I shared with you earlier, I had I saw a lady's post about, should I do Facebook ads or not? Well, let's say I specifically wanted to offer Facebook ads training to people, right? If I wanted to do that, I am not going to go in the group and say, hey, you guys, I just got my hands on this free training about Facebook ads, right? If that's against the rules, I'm not doing that. Okay. So instead, I may say, how important to you is it to have ads as a part of your business? I may ask, what do you believe is the right kind of budget to have for your Facebook ad spend? I may ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it to have a skill set around Facebook ads? I can ask things like that to get a conversation rolling about what? Facebook ads. Why? Because when I do have a conversation with the person privately, it puts me in an easier position to offer them the training if they want it. If there's somebody that says, oh, it's a 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10 that you have a skill set. I agree. Right? So, are you currently using Facebook ads in your business? No, because I don't have the skill set, but I know how important it is to have it. Oh, well, if you were able to shorten your time learning that skill set, would you take advantage of that? Would you jump into Facebook ads a little sooner? Totally. Awesome. I actually have a free training about Facebook ads. I'd be happy to help you out with if you'd like my help. And then bam, they say, yes, you get the lead. Bam. That's how that works. Very, very simple. All right. Looks good here. Awesome. So now that you have all of that down, I want you to take these two parts and start using this to apply to your business right now. Okay. Use these things to make it easier on yourself to find the right customers and recruits for your home business for free on Facebook. And in closing, I'll just remind you that we have that level 1 weekend workshop. The link is in the description box for you to go ahead and check that out and get all the details before you get the ticket. Okay. So very excited to see you there. The next one is coming up mid-September, and I will definitely be there, of course. So I cannot wait to see you there with me. Thanks again for hanging out with me for this past, I don't even know how long it's been, a few minutes. And I'll see you in the